Hi, I'm Jess, and the industry that I really want to get into is writing, and in particular, I'm really interested in travel writing. And one of my roommates, Abby, over this last semester, she studied abroad in Italy. So she went to a whole bunch of different places throughout Europe on while she was studying abroad. But one thing that she did in particular that I thought was really interesting was keep a little journal of all of her travels and where she went and just like little keepsake memories that she glued into the pages and wrote about. But I found that not only do I love this little journal because it's super cute, but I found that it was a really cool thing for her even to make and do, because it gave her something to do every day because while she journaled about whatever they had done, and it also totally kept such a vivid log of everything that they were doing for her to remember and have as a keepsake memory that she can carry around and have with her. But that was definitely something that was really interesting, so I have Abby here to show it and explain a little bit more about it.
Hi, I am Jess's roommate Abby, and when I was traveling through Europe, I kept a little journal, brought it with me everywhere, and put little stuff in there, papers and things I glued in, and little rocks and stuff to document my trip. Do you want to look at it?
Yep.
These are little ticket stumps from museums that I went to, and Polaroid pictures and stuff, and this was from Rome. Glued a couple plants in there, because why not? I chose to do this because I wanted to remember my trip, all the little things that we did, not just the big stuff. And also because when I was away for a long time, it made it feel like it was one big project, which was really cool. So everywhere I went, I just added things to it. And
I love that you put maps in.
Yeah, this is Siena, and I circled like this is where we went to lunch. That's where the restaurant was, and this is where we met up with our professors when it was time to leave. Sometimes I just wrote a lot in there. You know, this was my spring break trip. We went to a couple different places.
I like that you have doodles in there too, and little, the maps and the little things that are glued in. I think that makes it even more memorable, even like that little button.
Yeah, most people throw this kind of stuff away, and instead I shoved it into my bag and brought it home and super glued it into my book. Yeah,
I love it.
Because I am low-key a hoarder, but this time it turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, we went all kinds of places, and it's like a little storybook.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something that you'll have forever, too.
Mm-hmm. Like, I literally looked forever.
It's so nice. Especially, just love the way that the pages look. It also helps that your handwriting is really pretty.
Thanks.
And I like the little drawings, the little doodles, and even that, afternoon, the emphasis.
These are a lot, heavy writing pages, but
yeah,
these ones get cool.
It's such a good way to document all of it.
It was a lot of fun, too. I tried to fill up the whole book.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you have it. I love it. And then you were in Italy for when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. How was that?
It was the only reason I wish I was not in Italy. We went to a little local pub. Nobody spoke English, but they put the game on. We didn't even have to ask. The game was just already on, and
that's interesting that they had even.
I was the only one in the bar. There was nobody else in the. I went with my one other roommate, and we watched it. But unfortunately, by the time it was 2 a.m. and the pub was closing, it was only halftime back here, so I didn't see the end.
That's still such a memory. So thank you again to Abby for being in my video. I definitely think that travel writing is interesting, and it's a good way to remind yourself of what you've done and keep that forever.